I struggled my entire childhood with weight, and I never felt attractive or worthy of male attention. And suddenly, my first year of college, I start losing all this weight from making small changes. And by the time I graduated, I was ready to make a bigger difference. And once I did that, I started garnering all of this attention from men, and I was never used to it. And I felt like unless I held on to it and kind of did what was asked of me or what was expected of me, it would go away. And after feeling what it was like, that validation and, the compliments for the first time, I did not want that to go away.
Sister, you are not so different from Mia Khalifa. Yes. And I say that as respectfully as possible, and allow me to explain before you get all triggered. I want you to hang on those words that you just heard and pay specific attention to them. She was not used to receiving attention when she was younger. Maybe because she was overweight. Maybe she went through a phase, as a lot of boys and girls do during puberty, whereby the proportions are off and so on. And then suddenly she gets to college, which I believe is university for Americans. She loses a bit of weight and she gets all of this attention coming her way all of a sudden. And now that she has this newfound attention, she wants to do whatever she can do, whatever she has to do, whatever she must do to hold on to that attention. Hear me loud and clear, sister. Women are addicted to the male gaze. There is no shame in this, and this is not an insult. Men are addicted to the sexual favors of a woman. We have this natural inclination inside of us. Women also enjoy sex. I'm not saying that they don't. Men also enjoy attention from women. I'm not saying that they don't. But our primary concern as men and women alike, for a man, it's sexual access. For a woman, it's the male gaze, attention, validation. You were created from us, for us. Do your boy a solid. I've got a goal to hit 7,500 subscribers by the end of June. So like the video and subscribe the channel. Jazakallah khair. From the rib of Adam, he was lonely in Jannah. You are created to give him company. From us, for us. And the reason why you get such a huge endorphin release when a man looks at you is because this is in your innate fitrah. This is how you have been created. But it needs fettering. Just as a man needs to fetter his sexual desire, control it, you as a woman must control how much male attention you are eliciting and soliciting. And I say this because today we are living in an age, the age of social media, where now more than ever, it is easy for you to solicit the attention and validation of a man. How? You go onto social media, you upload a picture of yourself. And it starts innocently enough. It starts with a picture of you in hijab, in you at the masjid, in you on Eid, in you with your friends in a restaurant, in a dessert parlor. Fill in the blank. And you just put in an innocent picture like this. You see a lot of these dumb pictures, bruv. Anyways, it starts innocently enough. And then you get a few likes. And you're like, oh, I got a few likes. I wonder how many more likes I would get if I rolled my hijab back a little bit. If I put a brighter color jilbab on. If I put some more eyeliner around my eyes. It starts innocently enough. The next picture that goes up onto your Instagram or onto your TikTok, it gets a few more likes. Ooh, the eyeliner worked. That worked. I got a few more likes. Maybe I should try some hot red lipstick. And on we go, and down the rabbit hole you fall until, God forbid, worst case scenario, you end up like this girl here. And that is why I say, you are not so different from Mia Khalifa yourself. You need fettering. You need handcuffs placed upon you. This is why male masculine guidance in your life is so important, because you're emotional. You're an emotional being, more emotional than men. We are all emotional, but women are more subjected to their emotions than men are. And the only one who will be able to fetter you, who will be able to guide you and direct you, are your male relatives, specifically your father, and if not your father, then your brothers, because they're the only ones who don't want to bang you. I need you to understand that. When they tell you, listen sis, you're looking a certain type of way, just trust me. You can't go out looking like this. When they tell you that, you need to understand they're telling you for a reason, because they are guys and they know what their reaction is when they see other sisters out looking like that. They know what type of feeling it incites inside them. And I know I can hear you. Oh, that's not our fault. You should control yourselves. Okay, I'm with you. But if I'm a shop owner and I leave my shop unlocked with the lights on at night when I go back home, and I don't lock it and the door's wide open, should I complain when my shop inevitably gets robbed in the morning? Should I? You'd call me a lunatic if I did, if I was the one to complain. And yet this is what you're doing. And low-key, I think a lot of you actually, you secretly like to complain about the attention you're getting. Let me say that again. You love to complain about the attention you're getting. Because sometimes you can't just outwardly come out and say to your mates, oh, look at that guy, he likes me. Look how many likes I got. Look at this guy. Can you see him over there? He's staring at me. Can you see? You can't just come out like that, because that's going to elicit envy from your peers. So instead, what do? Oh, look at that perv. He keeps staring at me. Oh, look at this guy in the comments. He keeps... You know what you're doing. We all know what you're doing. And there is a price to be paid for that. And according to how far you push that envelope will dictate how much of a price there is to be paid. In the case of Mia Khalifa, the price for her is eternal hardship during this life. During this life. I'm not going to speak for the hereafter. It's between her and her Lord. I don't even know if she's Muslim. Maybe she becomes Muslim again if she's not. Who knows? But in this world, in this life, this is something that will never be erased, that will never be forgotten. It's stuck. It's stuck with her. It's not going anywhere. This is her reputation now. So you must ask yourself as a woman, each time you put these pictures of yourself on your Instagrams, because according to how far you push that envelope of how much you are revealing of your body will dictate how much of a price you will have to pay down the line. Because once it's out there, it's out there. It's not coming back. The internet never forgets. Are you going to be an embarrassment to your husband on his arm? Will he have to consider this in the future that, oof, you know what? I don't know if I can have this woman on my arm. She's an embarrassment. She's a humiliation. You need fettering. You need guiding. Don't cut off and abandon your father and your brother because you think they're too harsh. Maybe they are. Maybe they are too harsh. I'm with you. Let me give you that. I will grant you that. Maybe they're too harsh. But it's better for them to be too harsh with you in their fettering of you and the attention you want to solicit than for you to cut them off and then you're just like a lone sheep ready to be devoured by the wolves.